Hey everybody, how's it going? Today we're going to be installing a console vault in my 2017 Chevy Colorado. This console vault will fit a 2015 through 2017 GMC Canyon or Chevy Colorado. I opted for the 4-digit combination lock, which you just put in your code, you turn the knob, and then this door opens. The easy way to install this is you drop it into the center console and you screw in a couple self-tapping screws and you're done. Screw them in from the inside of the console. I'm going to opt for a little bit of a different install, a little bit cleaner, I would say. I will link a write-up in the description as well to the directions for that, just to give you a little more background. This comes with, obviously, the console vault. It comes with this pad down here, which goes inside the vault, so you have a little padding on the bottom. These are fender washers and screws that I bought that I'm going to be using for the alternate install. And then I got some plastic trim removal pieces. So the first thing you need to do is remove this back piece to get access to the liner. And I'm just going to use this plastic tool to get back behind here. So just take your plastic pry tool and pry off that back piece. And apologize if it's kind of dark. Once you do, you have to unconnect the cigarette lighter and the USB ports, which have connectors in there, so make sure you don't just yank that thing off. Here's a little better shot of the back of the console. You can see there's just 4 clips that hold that back piece. The next thing we're going to do is remove the bezel around the shifter knob here, and there's clips underneath just like in the back, but just this bezel is what you want to remove. Use your plastic pry tools so you don't ding anything up. Once you get that trim piece out, you can see it's just held in with clips again, like regular. Like the back was, and that allows you to then pop out the liner with your plastic tools, which also is just held in with clips all along here. So you just take your little plastic pry tools and work your way around here, and this will pop the liner right out of there. And once the liner's loose, you can see it just slides right out, but remember there's a USB on the inside of there, so just take your time and make sure you get that disconnected before you just yank this whole thing out. With the console liner out of the truck, you can see how easy it is really just to drop this thing in. It just fits in just like that. The easy way is to do it with all this already in the truck, and you take the included screws and you screw in from the inside out through the plastic. But since I wanted a little extra room, because those bolt heads kind of protrude on the inside and give you less room, I'm going to mount the bolts from the outside of the trim going in. The first step is actually taking the included 2 that are self-tappers and actually inserting them from the inside to the outside, just so you can make your mark on the plastic to where you need to drill your hole. So this is what it would look like on the inside of the console if you installed it with the supplied screws. You see the 2 bolts here sticking out. They are self-tappers. They go out the sides and they take up room on the inside of the console. But you have to do this first in order to make your mark. So what I mean by that is by threading the hole, you made your mark where you're going to put your bolt through the outside. You do that on both sides, and then you can remove those and put the bolts in from the outside in. So now you can see I got 2 holes in my liner. I took a 1/4-inch drill bit and I reamed these holes out a little bit from where the self-tappers came through, just to give my bolts going in a little better room to work with. So then you can go ahead and drop your liner back in, just like that. And I am using 2 big fender washers and 2 bolts. I'll put the size in the description or on the video below. Then you're just going to thread those in. And now you don't have those nasty big bolt heads sticking out on the inside of the console for you to scrape your hand on or anything like that. You can see that one's clean too. So use big fender washers because this plastic's pretty flimsy. It just helps spread the load. And then I also had a couple of lock washers. You can't really see them, but I threw them on there just to make it so the bolt was nice and flush on the edge here. And then also, put your little foam pad down in the bottom. Then you can close your thing up. And it is locked. You can put in all your valuables. So then the reverse of putting this back in the truck is just literally line up all the little clips and press them in, and you're done. And here's the finished result. So I got all my trim pieces put back in, and then when you open up your center console, there's your console vault. Nice and secure. It ain't coming out unless somebody really wants it. So if you guys like this video, hit that thumbs up, and I would love it if you subscribed. Be sure to check out the description in the box below. There's a bunch of links in there with the tools I used, the write-up for this, where to get the console vault for this truck, you know, all sorts of goodies. So thanks for watching. See you guys later.